Hey guys, Enris here. So we're gonna be reacting to 20 entrepreneurs versus 1 millionaire. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't recorded in a while. I haven't posted, as you can see. I haven't posted in like 6 months, I think, 8 months around here, right? But you know what? Let's get back into it. I'm gonna be live streaming every single day on Twitch for at least 5 hours, and yeah, guys, let's get right into it.
20 business owners to our quick.
Guys, my bad, bro. I was recording on my other mic, bro. I wasn't recording on this one, but all right, let's get right into it.
Multi-million-pound business owner feels he can mentor. We brought in 20 business owners to our QuickBooks Studios UK set to see how a multi-million-pound business owner feels he can mentor best to grow their business. Matt has to eliminate half of the business owners straight off the bat, with only a brief explanation of their business to go on. Can he find the golden business idea?
I'm here to take a look at your business ideas and see if there's any way that I can help or mentor you.
We've hidden another multi-million-pound business owner in the 20 before you. Try and find them as you go.
Hi, Bemi. Hi. Food and drink. Tell me a little bit more about what you do. Hey,
Sweets and baked treats in the free from category. We do sugar-free, vegan, gluten-free, better for you versions of traditionally well-known treats.
Thank you very much, but I'm not quite sure that that's the sort of thing I'm going to be able to help with. I know. Do you know, I'm finding this really, really hard. RV.
Well, this is my company, RV Musical. With my music, you get a free food in Chinese, which you can't resist, so you need to have it. Otherwise, with the food follows my singing. So that's what I am.
Now, you're making me hungry, but again, I don't think that's going to fly with me. I'm sorry. Anthony.
So we are archive stores, and we stock some really cool retro brands, including Avrex, Sergio Tacchini, some Nike bits as well.
I'm sorry, but that's not something that's a field of expertise.
We
Why
make
not?
a AI platform that essentially helps video editors. Say you're shooting a multi-part game show format, you're going to end up with a lot of footage, and essentially we automate a lot of the boring work that goes before the actual creative work, so people can make more money.
So would that help people who've got very limited ability in editing stuff to actually do things more easily?
It's more for people working at scale.
Arbor, the automotive industry. That's a very wide industry.
I didn't go very in depth with it. It's just so it gets you more curious and I don't get eliminated first, you know? Generally, we buy and sell used cars.
High end or?
Mid-range.
What I'm looking for in a good business idea is something that really connects to people. If you're only chasing the profit, you're going to fall over because it's like a gambler chasing that next bet and putting good money after bad. It's got to connect with people. It's got to make them feel good, or it's got to make them feel happy. And that's what I'm looking for. Global whole life confidence.
Yes.
Make me confident.
Okay,
Busty
so
boob tape. Busty boob tape. Okay, all right.
it's primarily it's a women-based business, but I do have men clients. It's a solution for all women, no matter the background, and we're looking at body confidence, relationship confidence, whole unshakable confidence.
And Segolene.
Incluso en español, no sé cómo sonar más profesional
Bro, I don't have an ad, bro.
Called it social media, so it has room to grow. Obviously, I want to scale it even more. Basically, social media management at the moment and virtual assistant support.
Pete, I'm really intrigued by training for blue collar businesses specifically.
My clients are in the blue collar sector, I call them. So
Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what a blue collar is. I thought blue collar job was like a suit, but I don't know if it's like working construction, whatever, we're gonna get into it.
waste and recycling companies, warehouses, transport businesses, fleets, that kind of thing.
And your consultancy, what do you consult?
We give advice around employment law, health and safety, and operator licensing.
Stand-up paddleboarding. Tried it twice and failed miserably.
You need to come over to the Wirral and have a quick lesson with me. So I've been doing it for 10 years now, and each year we try and up our game as to make it more inclusive for everybody. And this year we're trying to involve non-able-bodied people.
Party, that's intriguing.
So what we do has two strands to it, really. One half is open-ended style party games, usually card-based at the moment. We also have a 3D printed amusements and party accessories side to the business.
Okay, TV, again, vast.
Got a brilliant range of clients, and I provide my clients to TV productions. So
Okay.
some of the most famous shows that you probably watch on your television, my clients are right in front of you watching.
Alrighty, drinks e-commerce.
I have a premium ready-to-drink cocktail company, and we sell everything through the post.
Sarah's interested in that.
So we sell direct to customers, direct to businesses, and wholesale.
And where's your biggest area of growth at the moment?
Direct to customer.
Okay. thank you.
Gifting.
Entertainer. I lift the world.
I started 33 years ago as a clown, and then I built my business up and did magic, balloons, discos, parties. I now do old people's homes, hospitals, events, but basically I can get everyone standing on the tables and lifting the world.
That'd be great in an old people's home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you done the risk assessment?
But is that being an entrepreneur? Like, okay, so an entrepreneur, I actually don't know what an entrepreneur is, guys. I would say I'm like, I want to be an entrepreneur, but I don't even know what's an entrepreneur. Is it someone that makes money without working or working? Well, I'm okay. An entrepreneur is an individual who organizes, manages, and assumes the risk of starting a new business and enterprise, usually to innovate or fill a market need. Oh, okay. But
Investment. Okay. Leadership development, Beatrice.
I run a company called the Business Storytelling Center, and what we do is we train and coach both leaders and entrepreneurs, especially those who have been historically underestimated, so that they can be more visible, more confident, and more vocal by using their own stories.
Go back over here. I'm sorry, Katie. I'm sorry. That's
actually, I feel like he's gonna take the clown out, not the clown, but you know, the entertainer. I lift the world up, girl.
Sarah. I'm sorry, Sarah. Oh no, boo. I'm used to being the villain in Panto, so don't worry about that. Beauty memberships, I'm sorry, it's not my field of expertise. Entertainment music, Ashley.
We produce music artists that go out into the world and create music, the music that you listen to on the radio, when you're jogging, when you're creating your business. And that's what we do, and we're making them into big brands. We have actors, and we also have ones that go out and do events.
I've got to take 4 more, and I don't know where to start. This is dreadful. I'm sorry, Jenny. Sorry, Jenny. Sorry, Segolene. It is very tense. Sorry, one more question coming up. Women's sport.
If you watch football, obviously the Lionesses, rugby, women's sports is in rise, and women in music as well. So basically I'm a DJ and I kind of collaborate the two together, sports and music. That dull spot that you have in the breaks, whenever they have like a break, that's where I come in to uplift the crowd and keep them moving and keep them motivated.
Thank you so much. And I love your earrings, by the way. I think you were saying. I'm sorry, man, but digital marketing is so wearable. Sorry, Emma.
I knew it. I knew it.
There's a couple of you that I haven't spoken to, but that's because I've been in those industries and I have a background in those, so I think I might be able to help.
That is 10.
Is it 10?
That's 10.
Oh, well, there you go. So I'm really sorry to everyone I've taken the boards off, but yeah, I'll speak to some of you again in a minute.
That's 10. Let's cut it down to 5 and dive deeper into their businesses.
Can I speak to Callum first, please?
They're not really doing anything, bro. If anything, I mean, right now in the video, he's just taking people's boards away and asking what they're doing. Like, it's not a 20 or 1v1 or whatever they're talking about.
Hi, Callum. How you doing?
Not too bad, sir.
So tell me about your business.
It's a life coaching business organisation for people that have been through cancer treatment and major surgeries that are in a transition in their life, can't go back to the same job or to what they was doing beforehand.
Have you just started or has this been established?
It's only been going for a few months.
And are you transitioning from a different career yourself?
I was a mechanic beforehand. I had to stop myself for 3 years due to ill health. I seen something that was missing for people that have been through cancer treatment and whatnot, so I wanted to fill that gap.
Guys, if you could tell, when you could tell that this guy, right, the millionaire, he's looking at him in his eyes and he's not even looking at him back in the eye. Like, there's no eye contact there. It looks like he's kind of like not afraid or has anxiety. I mean, I could tell. It's just look at him and look at him.
Basically.
Okay, next I'd like to speak to Anna.
So I run a company called Attitude Performing Arts, and we specialise in one-to-one tuition for ages 5 with no upper age limit. We train people for the performing arts industry, but we also work with other people who want to improve their public speaking skills or language skills, that kind of thing.
That's actually cool. I feel like I need like help with my speech impediment, if that's how you say it, but I feel like I do need help, like talking, saying good speech words, and like giving a good speech in general. So I honestly like She deserves to stand. She's fire.
And we also run one-to-one college tuition for people who are late to the industry and want to either retrain or work it around childcare and that kind of thing.
You see, this is what I'm talking about. Eye-to-eye contact makes you have confidence. Not even have confidence. It's like you're showing the other person, yo, I'm legit. I'm real about this. Like, hey, you get me? Like,
People sort of retraining, what links have you got in the industry so that they get recognised?
I've been running my business alongside my own acting career. I still keep in touch with the agents, casting directors, those connections that I made that I now pass on to my students.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Anne.
Thank you.
What do you think I should know which would make me choose you as the person to get the
It's a
get
very
the
good
mentoring?
question. Well, I'm the first and only female DJ to win King of the Decks title in the West Midlands, and it's something that I want to kind of pass on. It's not just sort of like a business that I want to do where I'm, booked by various different corporate sporting events. I want to pass this on to other female DJs or potentially female DJs because it's a male-dominated industry, and I want to be able to pass that confidence onto them.
People keep asking, how do we actually get an
Bro!
It's easy. Watch how I do it in 60 seconds on Monday.
What do you think are the main barriers for women to get into both of those sectors?
With DJing, I can definitely say it is a heavily male-dominated industry. It is pretty much a boys' club. If you're entering as a woman, you kind of have to break through that boys' club barrier, which I'm kind of breaking through, but I still have a lot of difficulties. Again, with sport, it's stereotypically when you think of football or rugby, you tend to think of men playing it. You don't think of other sports as well, like netball, which is my biggest passion.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much, Gemma. Blue-collar industries, consultancy, transport. Tell me a bit more about that.
There's a statistic in the UK that not many people know that 5 people a day die on UK roads unnecessarily, and around 50% of all vehicles are being driven for work. And my business focuses on improving those road safety statistics and supporting business owners sleep at night to ensure that they're properly protected.
Purely for freight, or is it passenger transport, or what areas are you in?
People who run heavy goods vehicles over 3.5 tonnes and passenger carrying vehicles need to have this thing called an operator's licence, and we specialise in supporting those operations that run those operator licences.
Okay, thank you very much, Pete. Cheers, good to talk to you.
So an indie music label, and we focus on producing artists, creating artists that are not only going to be entertainers, but they're going to be brands. So connected in the fashion world and also in the acting film world.
And would I be aware of any of the artists you represent?
Not yet, because we are right at the
that
start.
was a good question. So, I mean, I feel like all of these people, are they just starting or like, are they actually entrepreneurs?
Stage of our business, but we are in partnership with established companies. So we have a partnership with an established management company and also a content creating company and also established producers. So we are very confident about where we're going to get to in the next 2 to 3, 4 years.
Okay, and is there any particular genre of music that you specialise in?
Yes, so R&B, Afrobeats.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Ashley.
Early in the year, I've been working as a casting assistant for a casting director, so casting TV, commercials, feature films, all sorts of projects, which has given me so much experience. I decided a few months ago to set up my own business called JA Casting. I've got a brilliant range of clients that I've found from local theatre. I work remotely. I don't have an office, so in terms of revenue, I save money, which is great. And I have 2 great colleagues who work for me who work freelance. So there isn't particularly set hours, so the business can therefore make more money.
How many people do you represent at the moment?
I represent about 100 artists.
And are they all working up in the north of England particularly, or all over?
All over the UK, which is really, really good. Yeah, so got a good range of talent based all over, all got different abilities, skills, different credits.
That's really good to talk to you.
Thank you.
Okay, hi Arbor, those are great shoes, by the way.
Thank you very much. We buy cars from auction, service them ourselves, we modify them ourselves as well, and we list them for sale.
Okay, and what sort of modifications are people asking for?
It becomes even exterior and interior.
Okay.
Most of the people like the interior, so they like ceiling with lamps, with different lights. They like a new touch screen, for example, if the car is very old. They like a new Apple CarPlay, for example, new bodywork, new paint, or maybe a wrap as well.
And what's the most you've ever invested in a car to sell, and did you make money on it?
Yes, of course I did make money. The most that...
Of course. With those shoes, how could you not?
Thank you. The most that I invested in a single car was 30K.
I like this guy. I like this guy. This guy's the real deal, Arbor.
Okay, Beatrice. Hi. Now, I remember it was leadership coaching.
Leadership development.
Leadership development. Okay, tell me a bit more in depth about your business.
So what we do is we train and coach leaders and also entrepreneurs. And the idea is that we want to make sure that they personalize their approach to leadership, but also their approach to their businesses. And the best way that we found to do that is through storytelling.
Are you doing role play with groups of potential leaders, or is it one-to-one? How does it work?
No, it's about, when I say storytelling, I mean that we help them to go through finding their stories, owning their stories, and then communicating through stories. So it's about their own personal stories and how they can find the strength in the stories rather than trying to be someone else.
Have you got some big clients in there at the moment?
Corporate.
Okay, corporate.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you very much.
So imagine, if you will, you're shooting a multi-part game show format across maybe 5 cameras.
Okay.
10, 11 channels of audio. You're going to come away from that shoot with hours and hours and hours of footage that you've got to edit down to probably, I'm guessing, a 10-minute edited final deliverable, basically. And there's a lot of tasks between the shoot and the edit and the final thing, right? And a lot of those are creative, going to make you money, but a lot of those tasks also not creative and not value adding and not going to make you money. So that's where Nice Touch steps in. That's our app. That's our operating system for creators. And essentially what it does, it will take all of that footage, it'll analyze it, it'll look at it, it'll memorize it, and it'll work out what's going on in there. And then you, as an editor, will input your project brief, your client feedback, all of those things. And then essentially what the app will do will work with your existing video editing software and create edits for you, rough cuts for you, and things like that. So you can get a head start on doing an edit, essentially taking away hours and hours and hours, or maybe days of work into a few minutes.
And how is the traditional side of this industry receiving your opportunity to cut down on time?
Business owners and managers are excited. Individual editors are scared. And so it's about balancing those two things, because we're not trying to take away the creativity. We're trying to enhance editors' creativity by taking away the boring work.
Now, I remember the board. I remember it's lifting people up.
Literally.
Yeah, literally.
It's going to make sense in a second.
Excellent. Yeah, make it make sense.
So my company is a product and a service-based company. So the product is Busty Boob Tape, and it lifts people up.
Literally lifts people up. Yeah, okay.
The good thing about this product is that it services more kind of heavier set women where there was no solution before. So now we can wear what we want, however we want, when we want, and feel confident doing that. Aside from that, we do have 9 different skin tones. So diversity was quite important for me, because normally they tick the button by doing a light one and a dark one, but actually I sit in the middle. It was my own problem that I solved. Part of that also is the Be Confidence community, a subscription-based community where we offer events, coaching, retreats in all areas of life. So whether that's in corporate, whether that's in business, to build unshakable confidence.
I've got a wife and 4 sisters and 2 daughters who would be delighted about your physical product.
Yeah.
Okay, how are you, through Be Confidence, how are you lifting people up, both those male and female clients?
The problem with society today is that there's a lot of noise in social media. So you've got young girls coming up that are seeing these influencers and aspiring to be something that is maybe unattainable for them, and they're losing confidence within themselves that because they haven't got everything that they're seeing online. So actually just bringing it back home and allowing them to use their voice, to understand their purpose, to build their own unshakable confidence.
Okay. The Busty Boob Trap is cooking. The Busty Boob Trap is cooking. I like what she's saying, bro. She's not even doing it for the business, but I feel like she was in that situation and now is trying to help. Bro, people like her actually do good and make it out, bro. I like the Busty Boob Trap.
Confidence. I mean, I've got an 18-year-old daughter, so I kind of worked with her through that and through the stages of school and social media and stuff like that. But you've got these young girls coming up that don't actually believe in their own voices, and I've had to navigate that, and the tools and skills that I've learned throughout the years of doing that, I'm able to share with other people.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Thank you very much, Tantan. It's fascinating. Thank you. Right, so I've got the horrible task of whittling down another 5. Oh, blimey. Okay. Arbor, though I think you might be doing very well indeed. It's not an area I've got much experience in. So.
Unlucky.
And Tantan. I think your business is brilliant.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Bro.
Anna, I don't think I'm going to be able to help.
That's all right.
It's a wonderful business. Thank you.
You very much.
Okay. And Ashley, I've also got a suspicion that you might be doing incredibly well already, but I don't think I'm going to be able to help. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Cooksey, I'm sorry, man, but
That's fair enough.
I think you may well be very
he was
successful
looking
already, but
fine.
I don't think I'm
That's
going to be able
okay.
to
I'm
help.
better on that side of the camera anyway.
Okay, cheers, man.
How was that?
Yeah, worse than last time. It gets harder and harder. There's such great businesses, all of them.
Do you believe you've removed the 7-figure business owner we hid in the original 20?
I think I may have. It's between one's still here and one's gone.
Final round.
I feel like
Let's
it's the
talk numbers.
car
So you mentioned
guy.
before that you got some big corporate
Oh,
clients.
you already got-
Without
you already
mentioning their name, describe to me who your biggest client is.
In advertising industry.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how many people are you working with for them?
So we ran a session for one of their leadership development programs, and there were around 45
Okay.
women. Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
What's the biggest investment you've ever made in your business?
That's a really good question. Probably my own personal development.
Can you put a figure on the most you've spent on your business?
On a single investment,
Yeah, a single investment.
about 90 grand net.
Okay. Thank you very much, Pete.
90 grand on a single
Okay, Callum.
investment.
You've told me before that this is pretty much a startup. You've only just started. You're transitioning from a different career yourself.
Yeah.
What's your ambitions for this business financially? Where do you see it?
I see it quite being either a nationwide business.
Okay, guys, I feel like this guy's trying to plot twist us. Why? Because he's not looking in the eyes of the other guy. I don't know, bro. I feel like he's the six-figure. I was about to say six-figure. Bro, I think he's the six-figure guy, bro. It has to be him, bro. There's no way.
Potentially global, but that's in years to come, basically. But for now, I think it could be a national business.
Could you put a figure on the sort of turnover you would expect maybe? Say, not right now, but you say in year 5? What would your ambition be?
Millions, really, my ambition, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay, you started your business up relatively recently, is that
Yeah.
right? Yeah, okay. What would your perfect scenario be? Where would you like it to be in 5 years?
I would love to have a casting office in actual central Manchester, but also London as well.
Okay.
Because frequently I am travelling to London, meeting new production companies and, you know, showcasing my clients and things like that. So having a London office, being able to invite production companies in, that would also be brilliant, but also have contacts in the USA. So that would also be amazing to have an office that was international as well, because I've already built those connections in the US.
Okay, thank you very much, Josh. Hi, Gemma. Have you got plans to scale up your business?
Absolutely.
Okay, and what investment do you think it's going to take?
That's a very good question. I mean, one of the biggest dreams that I have is to have something where every DJ is recognised, whether you're female, male, however you identify, and that's going to take a big investment, probably in the region of 20,000 to get it started.
Okay.
Be looking into like Arts Council and that sort of thing, see if I can get a grant for that. But yeah, applying for grants is difficult work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know that very well, very well. Thank you very much, Gemma.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's find out which business Matt wants to mentor.
This has been one of the hardest exercises I've ever done. There's been so many great people with really enthusiastic about their businesses. The role I've been given is to choose someone that I think I can really make a difference to and help. And for the reason that I think I can give this person the most help, and that reason alone, nothing to do with the validity of any of the other businesses, I'm going to choose Callum.
I told you. I don't know why, but I told you.
After all of that, Matt, you know who the seven-figure business owner is behind you.
Not really. There are 2 or 3 people that sort of stuck out with me. One that tried to be a bit too mysterious at the start, and that was Arbor. He tried to hide from me what he was doing.
I knew it.
And also,
Arbor, him
I don't know why, I
guy.
just got the vibe from Cooksey as well. But also Beatrice. So if I had to toss a coin, I'm going to say with her big corporate clients, Beatrice.
Thank you for manifesting that.
So, can the person who has the 7-figure revenue please make themselves known? Pete.
What? That was never expected. I didn't expect that. Well, guys, that was it. That was the 20 entrepreneurs with 1 millionaire. I'm not gonna lie. It was looking interesting. For me, it was kind of boring. I mean, he's just picking up guys to mentor, hearing about about their businesses or what they're doing. I did kind of know that he was probably going to mentor the Callum guy because he wasn't having like no eye contact with him, so he probably wants to teach him some things. Like you could tell that guy was kind of nervous. But yeah, guys, it has been it. Reaction video, first reaction video, by the way. Yeah, before I end the video, I'm gonna let you guys know to follow my Instagram, subscribe to me and follow me on Twitch, bro. And yeah, I dropped out of school to help my parents and follow my dreams. Let's do it, man. Don't get sad, bro. You go do it. Enris is gonna do it. Enrispakoabarca. Looking at me because you know I'm a vodka. What? All right, guys. You know what? It has been it. See you guys.